Hello and welcome to the Sorcerer's Den. I am Sorcerer Von Curry. This is a taxi in GTA 3. We are going to drive it and hopefully get 100 all in a row. And we're already starting off with a wonderful just ramming into the side of that van. But the reason why I like doing the side missions, especially a taxi mission, is this one gets you the Port 9 taxi, which is a 4-door sedan. But it is fast, it is sleek, and it is durable. So it makes it worthwhile having as an unlocked item that you can access whenever needed while playing through the story mode. And there are many different side quests that one can do that help out in some form. Many know what they are, many don't. For those who don't, they would include doing taxi missions like I'm doing now, doing fire truck missions, doing ambulance missions, doing vigilante missions, doing the unique jumps, hidden package hunt. They all have something worthwhile or beneficial to the character that pay off in many different ways. A really good one to mention would be the hidden package hunt. You won't be able to collect all of them all at once because they're scattered throughout the entire game. But each island has at least 30 to 40 per island, give or take the numbers, because there's 100 altogether. But what they do is they give you weapons at your hideout, and it makes it so you don't have to waste tons and tons of cash at the ammunition to rearm yourself after you get wasted or busted.
Watch it! Where's my damn tool?
And that's always a plus, because you need that money for other things, such as your hideouts, and doing the vigilante missions or police missions. Those give you police bribes that you have at your safe house. You can get 2 of them, so it will give you a chance to actually get the cops off your back when you need them off your back. It's not perfect, and you have to make it all the way back to a given safe house in order to get 2 at once. So the difficulties are still there, but it does give you an option to save your ass when you need it most. And I think fire truck mission makes you fireproof or something to that effect. Ambulance mission gives you unlimited stamina where you can run. So if you have to run, for example, you're on a mission, your car gets blown up, you have absolutely no way of getting to someplace safe fast enough, well, at that point, you're capable of doing it, making the story a lot more entertaining and enjoyable. It's still a challenge, it's still difficult, but you will have more at your disposal that will actually help you hopefully achieve what you are doing in the game. And those are some pretty good examples, I think, of what side quests can do for you, which I will be doing a lot of them in videos like this, minus, of course, doing the vigilante missions. Those I'll do privately, just because the rage quit factor would be even worse than the erred attempt factor at doing this with the taxi and trying to get 101. especially with little things back there like the traffic that I had to get around, which right now I'm kind of like skittish and scared in this particular area because big trucks like that one there, that panel van I just passed, like to suddenly pop up out of nowhere and smack you in the side. Because it's an industrial zone, so huge industrial trucks just bing and bop and yeah, and you're back at Reset City. And Greasy, yes, it's about time we got to go to that Greasy school. Greasy Joe's Cafe. Actually, I got my license out of Cracker Jack last bud. Costs just as much as the one you got, I think. And here we are. Best restaurant in town, besides Marco's Bistro. The corner of Happy and... Speak of the devil. Marco's Bistro. At the corner of Happy and... Oh, what's the thing that... I swear sometimes. Like the game hears me and says, "Wanna go to Marco's Bistro? Okay, what's something?" Okay, passenger, enter please. Import, export. And the other side benefit of doing missions like this one is the driving, burning the town, learning where things are, like the import export, that being the harbor, the docks, the Supa Seva. That actually has a side mission in there, that Hummer-like looking vehicle in there. Those are side missions. Then there's these vans that have remote control vehicles of different types located throughout town. That's another side mission. So it's like you got side missions out the ass, but the ones that are worth doing right away as soon as possible in GTA 3, Vice City, even San Andreas to a certain extent. Not sure so much about 4, because I don't recall really doing too many things like this in 4 or 5. But at least in these ones, they're worth doing. And I'd have to check on the other games, because they probably have them, but they might not have as much importance as they do here. Okay, don't move car because I need to pick up this passenger. Marco's Bistro. Oops, I accidentally injured that pimp. That's not good. Probably gonna have a loan shark after me because his pimp got hurt by me. But where was I? In the train of thought. Oh yes, discussing the differing side missions. But the plethora of missions that are available is various. They all offer something in respects, especially when you complete the entire set of all the different events that are connected to that given mission. Yeah, I was referring to the ones that I feel are best to do early, that being the taxi, police, fire, and ambulance. I also recommend hunting for packages, Don't recall if the rampages give anything without the entire set being complete, but they might be worth doing as you hunt for the packages. And I say do that on each island before you start getting deep into the storyline. Like, do the first mission or two that gets you located in the new island areas for each island of the game. But after that point, you know, drive the taxi around, grab some cash, things of that sort. Look for your packages, look for rampages, any jumps that you can possibly perform. You know, try and get those done before you get the gangs pissed at you, because once the gangs are pissed at you, they're pissed at you. And yeah, one thing that's worse is while you're walking around on foot trying to find shit, and everyone in town is trying to gank you. That definitely takes away from the enjoyment. So you want to try to do that before everyone starts getting an attitude with you. So that's also why I say do them early, do them as soon as possible for each zone. Some of them you have no choice but to wait. But for whatever you can do beforehand, try to do. If you find it, try to do it. See what it gives you. You might be extremely pleased. And yes, this is not classified as an RPG, but it has that kind of aspect with special unlocks, increased abilities, you know, kind of the hidden RPG element. So if you like RPGs, you should really actually enjoy the GTA series, especially the early ones, because you actually have to build yourself. And I say by building oneself, for example, the ambulance mission, it gives you the stamina. That's building yourself. Greasy Joe's Cafe, out here in this one. Ooh, you fucking cop! He's gonna chase after me when he's the one who cut me off. You don't cross into the lane of oncoming traffic. It's just being a fucking retard. Like, oh, I'm gonna turn my blinker on and then instantly, yeah. No, you wait a few seconds, you dumbass, otherwise you will get yourself killed by another driver. It's called reality. Turn the blinker on, you look both ways, then you fucking merge. You don't do it right on top of someone's ass. Simple fucking logic. You wonder why we have actual hospitals in real life, and why we have actual accidents. Because people do that shit in real life. So there's your warning. Don't do it, dumbass. Red Foreman says so. Red Foreman approves this message just because. Dumbass. Okay, now where is this? Is this import-export, or is this... Okay, import-export, is this down too far to be? No, I didn't want to kill you, that's why I stewed around you. Oops! I just ran over that chick back there. Hey, I like it when they're right next to each other, but that's not good because the other one's being stupid, not getting out of the way.
Kiss my butt!
Kiss your what? I don't think I'll have to be kissing anything in that guy. I just made it in time. That was my fault because I stupidly decided to. But I thought I could make it. And that's the other thing that a lot of people claim even in reality. I thought I could make it. And then the train says otherwise. Meep, meep, smoosh. Smoosh, I like that. Hey, look at that guy, what did he steal? Old school hire. Smoosh. It's a new word for the day. Smoosh. Ah, come on. The evil boxes from hell. 120 miles per hour through an alley, hit a cardboard box, insta-stop. This brought to you by Cornflakes, proud owners of cardboard boxes. Get in! God damn it. I can't see. No, I call this golfing. Well, at least the time clock's not too screwed. I lost a good 10 seconds though. Oh, come on, move. Fucking traffic. Beep beep yourself. I have to get my fucking taxi fixed now. You learn to shut up. Next stop, Martha's Vineyard. Greasy Joe's Cafe. 2+ minutes. It'd be great if I could go just straight there, but I have to stop the paying straight. Because the damage to the vehicle is high enough that I think it warrants running that person over by accident because I looked and saw and didn't pay attention. That's the other thing people do. They look and they see and they still do. And it's like, what the fuck is, you know? I need to stop ranting. I mean, seriously. But that's what people do. It's like they look right at you and then they run you over. I almost had that happen. I was crossing the street. Bus decided it's going to try going around the corner while I'm crossing. I stop, look straight at the bus driver, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because my honest opinion is if someone's in the crosswalk and someone wants to turn onto the street you are walking in the crosswalk on, the person on the other street's not supposed to fucking move until you are out of that crosswalk. At least most states that I know of have that law. Super Seva. Okay, I'm gonna try and skirt across this little-known section of the industrial park zone. Heart right back there if you need health, and armor located over there somewhere. Actually, office building that was back, but similar area. Blah 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 blah. And that's only because I'm trying to quickly make it over here while explaining where shit's at. Yeah, that's that one vehicle I referred to earlier. That has a side mission in it. Kind of an off-road time race. It can actually be quite difficult, even though you're only racing against yourself and the time clock against yourself. Time clock can be your own worst fucking enemy. Beep, beep, beep. And there's a heart or cop star bride in that park behind something back there in that park that's useful. I need to get closer, otherwise she's not gonna... Okay, there we go. Hey, thank you, I like being called Dragon Breath. You might consider it an insult. I consider it to be a kind platitude towards me. Because I have the power and the strength of a dragon. And I like that idea. And we need passenger. Get in. Okay. Super Saver. Over this way. And at least it's the right time of day for the fog to show up. Because I think it's bright enough that we can see, but you get it at nighttime and oh my god, shit's thick as fuck. Like Silent Hill magic. Whee! Came over. Just because. Old school hall. Is there a new school hall, and why don't they send us to it? So they're always only sending us to the old school hall. That's not an appropriate exit. I don't care. Get in. Me out, Sex Kitten Club. Shit. That car just cut me off with my tongue. And there's the L train. Oh god, look at this thing. Hello, Pimple. Nice play on words there, let me in. Pimple. Because he's a pimp and he's people. He's a pimple. On the butt of society. Anyone got a needle? I have no clue what that gent just... And it's probably for the better, too. Hello, ma'am. Where to? Greasy Joe's Cafe. Wow, you definitely want that. Well, each his own. Well, what am I saying? You could actually be a waitress. For all I know. GTA Greasy Joe waitress being taken to work as we speak. She knows the secret formula to the grease. 3 parts Crisco, 2 parts canola. Something in that sort. I almost got hit by that. There's an officer. Let's look straight, look straight. Oh, now we gotta look straight, guys. We're not doing anything wrong. We're just speeding. It's GTA police logic. It's like speed past them at 300 miles an hour. Oh, they're fine. Accidentally bumped them at like 2 miles per hour. Arrest him! He tried killing us. 2 miles per hour. Yeah. Gotta love GTA. Grand Theft Auto. Come on, Grandma. Get in here. Punk noodles. Super easy. Super fast. Super fly. Oh, you son of a fuck. God damn it. Stop! Piece of shit car. Yeah. Hey, get your nose checked, because I just put it out of order. Ammunition. I think I saved that uniquely and strangely with my and the car wouldn't stop. I hit the brakes and it just kept screwing up. I was like, oh no, what am I gonna do? Because the time clock already fucks up badly enough that I don't need it fucking up more because I fuck up too. I need it to function so that when I do fuck up, I have the extra time. Soccer mom wants to go to Marco's Bistro. Well, actually, given that uniform, she could actually be an employee at Marco's Bistro. Now, what is this? Suddenly I'm driving all the waiters and waitresses around? Pardon me, pardon me. Ammunition. Now, technically, I obeyed the law, but I also broke the law. Backing up across traffic. But I was going the correct direction of the traffic in the other lanes. So, I broke the law, but didn't break the law. Cleverly. At least I was careful about it. Import, export. What did you call me? You just called me a punk-ass bitch. I had a... never mind, it's not worth it. Because I make more profit driving this than I do punching him in the face. I am a crazy idiot, thank you for that. Whoa! I just missed running that person over. Oh, nice! 40 in a row. Don't panic, don't panic. Just drive. Just do what you do best. Now, where the hell am I going to? Oh, fuck. I'm going to say Pumpkins. And or the old school hall. Old school hall. I think I called it. I called it. See, that's what happens if you don't pay attention to the text real quick. You have to be fast, fast, fast. Ammunition. Meep. It's like each vehicle in GTA has its own personality, and you can tell by the horn. Because like taxi horn sounds like move. That truck that you just passed back there that sounds like a goat. Me. I don't care how long it takes me to get there, so long as I get there. Okay, stop hitting the walls. I almost thought he was going to ram right in. And that's one thing I've noticed with any version of GTA, whether it's the PlayStation, the Xbox, or the PC version. Whenever you're in a certain location and the L train comes through, I don't know if it like shakes the screen a little, but it always seems to have a certain amount of video lag. Whenever the L train is like nearby in certain spots, that being the elevated train I just went under again. Right up there. In the air, the L train. Meep, 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 meep. Punk doodles. Punk doodles. Punk doodles. Doodle with your noodles at Pung Noodles. Greasy Joe's Cafe. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right. Okay, there's your musical entertainment, because I'm sure you probably noticed I don't have the radio on. 1, concentration. 2, copyrights. La, da, 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 da. That's one thing I just recalled from my childhood. My grandma would never listen to the radio while she was driving. She would always turn it off. Super saver. And I recall asking why she did that. She was always like, driving takes concentration and you have to be safe. And if you can't hear, you can't be safe. And that's actually logical. You know? Some people think, oh, I can have this god-awful, loud-ass, motherfucking piece of shit stereo that's louder than a goddamn concert hall and not bother anyone on the planet. No, you're bothering everyone on the planet by being an asshole for having a car stereo that's louder than Adolf Hitler's military. For one. And you are a hazard not only to yourself, but everyone on the road. Because if you can't hear because your stereo's too loud, yeah. Case closed. Now, if you only turn it on or have it available or listen to it at shows, that's different because you're stationary, you're not moving. But you are literally in the space of a closet with a concert-level sound system. Does not make fucking logical sense to a proper audiophile. A true audiophile would look you in the face and say you're stupid. Because you are. Because I've been in cars that were like that, where the bass was so bad that your ears would pressurize and your head would feel like it was going to explode. Because people don't know how to control bass properly. And it can kill you if you're not able to hear, and or situations where it blows out the fucking windows in your car. It could blow your fucking head off too. If it can blow the windows out of a car, it can blow your fucking head off too. So that's why I say people with their car stereos, they're fucking stupid assholes. Because you are literally driving around in something the size of your common closet, and you're putting a stereo larger than the one in your own fucking living room. You know how stupid that fucking is? That's like shoving a boombox inside your fucking brain. It doesn't work. It's not logical. Okay? Why I'm constantly ranting about this now is beyond. But I think it's a serious matter because some people are so stupid. Easy credit auto. Okay, I need to get my mind off of that subject and on something else. Steering through traffic, like careful. Whoa, whoa, whoa. At least I hit my brakes, unlike the van. In quickly. The higher we can keep these numbers, the better throughout. And since I'm smoking, that is my vehicle. I actually quit smoking, which is unbelievable that I actually moved to finally. After so many freaking attempts in my life, I finally managed to do it. But I also have a significant other that I need to worry about, and taking care of my own health to improve, I think helps in that fashion. Therefore, I do. Now then, we need to get this up here. And boop. There we go. Very nice. Excellent. That worked out perfectly. Okay, where to, ma'am? And don't say how. Easy credit auto. Okay, we're pretty much going back where I just came from, and traffic wants to screw with us again. And right in through here, and park. Passenger. Woody's Topless Bar. I wonder if Woody's Topless Bar has a grill. Woody's Topless Bar, where Woody is topless 24/7, 365. For free. Why? Because he doesn't like wearing shirts. He doesn't like the cleaning bill either. Or sedentary shirts. Greasy Joe's. Traffic is just too much right there. Moon. Oh. I just. Okay. I was gonna say move, but it sounded like I said move. But either way, I don't know if she's alive. She's probably toast. But she did end up T-pose on the top of my vehicle. I hate the way they have that parked, but beggars can't be choosers. Pardon my Dutch. Hopefully I get this done quickly because my significant other will probably be streaming this game, and I am a mod for their channel, and I usually show up to help support their activity. Emulation is my destination. If that vein will get out of the way. Beep beep. Fair complete. Super saver. And the Super Saver would be a lot like Aldi's or Save a Lot, depending on the type of store that you have in your area. Pretty much bulk items at lower prices, but I don't know if they'll be liking the Sam's Club, because maybe since they have their own huge store like Sears Sam's Club does in some locations, maybe it'd be like a Sam's Club. That's even more bulk size, because I think those practically can take a pallet out. Greasy Joe's. Non-topless eating, satisfied by millions every year. And there's one of the bigger buses in the GTA 3. The other bus is kind of a school-style bus, older 50s, 60s kind of look to it. Not as modern looking as the one I just passed. Whoa. Easy credit auto. Oh shit! I am so fucking sorry. that was too late for that old lady for me to even do anything about it because I was already obligated to the alley, and yeah, it would have been worse if I hit the brakes. I hate when that happens, when I don't intend. Oh, what the fuck? I think he jumped in front of me there. I think this should be like that one show where they like count the buses in London that go by the window. There should be like a people who jump in front of cars in GTA counter. Because it's just like, what the fuck? You're driving along in your automobile, and next thing you know, the guy on the sidewalk jumps right in front of you. What? You had zero intention. You weren't even aimed at them, but yet they jump right in front of you. And like, oh god damn it! Fucking dustbin, garbage truck, trash master. There's the old style bus that I was just referring to. It's like GTA's fucking hearing me. It's like, what the fuck? God damn it! Get the fuck out of my lane, you. I'm gonna have to repair the car. Oh crap. They put them in a different location. This is not good. In, now, fast, like yesterday. Import, export, you gotta be fucking kidding me. They want me to go over to the import export, and I need to get over to Pace. Fucking game. I need to be careful not to hit anything because I don't have a hood anymore. Side seemed somewhat decent, but I was noticing.
Open your freaking eye!
My eyes were open, that's why you didn't get killed. Entrée, the awkward. And Greasy Joe's Cafe.
That's one cheap car!
Okay, we're gonna go over this way, but we're going to sneak to the left, because I think we'll get there faster if we take this little way to the left. And it is a one-way street, but it is wide enough that one can traverse it without too much danger or difficulty, so long as you stay to either the far left or the far right, depending on the side of the road that you're on and or going. And I recommend on that road, whichever direction your car is aimed, go that direction. Don't U-turn it. Don't do any of that, because it's already a certain distance before you're going to get to someone that you can pick up. So either go left or right, but have it be the direction that your vehicle is already... Goddamn box. Have it be the direction your car is already aimed. That way you don't have to turn around and waste seconds like that box of death did to me back there. It's like driving normal speed, run into a cardboard box, and next thing you know, Marco's Bistro, we can make it. There's plenty of time, plus I can afford to repair real quick. It's only like 5 seconds. And provided you're on the reverse button, if you're on it quickly, you can shorten that to like 4 seconds. Okay, we're doing good, we're doing good. There's my passenger. There's my passenger. Super Samurai. But that's where I do my monthly shopping, as always. I would do it at the Save-A-Lot, but that's a little bit further away than the other one. Get all your kicks on Route 66. I learned to drive by reading the Cracker Jack box. Where'd you learn to drive? No, actually, I had to take driver's ed, just like everyone else. It was a requirement at my school. In fact, a mandatory requirement. You are not allowed to change that class even if you are visually impaired or totally blind. You still have to take that course at that high school, which I will not mention for security and safety reasons. But my high school was pretty much like, we're sorry, you have to. I'm like, I'm visually impaired. Beyond me getting a license, so on. And they're like, no, still have to. We'll just give you a gentleman's C. Because I wouldn't be allowed in the school vehicle or to drive the school vehicle without the appropriate license, which is logical, of course. So I was not allowed to do or be involved in the driving portion, but I was able to do the reading, the writing, the arithmetic of driving. So I'm an actual educated backseat driver, although I don't backseat drive. And where'd my fucking time clock go? Game is suddenly ripping me off now.
Damn retard! Damn foreigner!
And it's partly because I was talking about my school, which of course I didn't mention, which probably pisses off whoever's controlling the game, to pop up with all the things that I've been talking about. Like some guy in a control booth going, he's talking about the old school bus, stand it out. Like Squidbillies. Squidbillies. Why the heck am I thinking of Squidbillies? But wouldn't that be funny if there's like some... Oh, fuck. We're about to lose it. We're about to lose it. "37 seconds to get to the import-export. Are you fucking kidding me? That is impossible. Fucking piece of shit game. Ripping me off on the goddamn timeout. I'm gonna run over anything that's in my way at this point. Just because I don't have time to be a pussy.
You call that driving?
did sound the horn. Nope, not gonna make it this time. And it's all because they decided not... They started ripping me off on the time clock. Oh well. Anyone need a taxi?
Back, driver.
But a good case in point was when went down to the school that I wanted to go to for my college, the Art Institute of Pittsburgh, and I was going there for orientation, and the person driving didn't know Pittsburgh, and I of course attended school down there, boarding school down in Pittsburgh, and that's how I ended up in a taxi that I was talking about earlier. But I told them, get in the center lane on this bridge because that's where you need to be. Get downtown to go to the Art Institute. What did they do? They went to the far left. We ended up in Shadyside. And I'm like, I told you the exact lane. And it's like, it's the only time I even said anything to the driver to help. And what do? They choose to completely ignore me. And I wasn't being that bad of a backseat driver by only saying that the entire trip. That you're going to want to be in the center lane in order to get to where we're going. And they did this. We ended up passing by Three Rivers Stadium back at the time when Three Rivers used to be. And I'm like, we shouldn't be passing by the stadium, dude. We're like on the complete wrong side of town here.
Get out of my face!
In fact, complete wrong side of the freaking river. But nope, they didn't believe me. You're being a backseat driver, so I'm going to ignore you completely. Well, it's like, you're stupid ass for doing that, because one, I had to take driver's ed like everyone else. The only thing is I wasn't directly telling you how to drive the vehicle. I was only telling you the direction to drive it to. Because I can automatically say that you're a bad backseat driver if you're like, press the gas now, hit the brake now, turn here, turn there. If you're doing it like every 2 seconds, that's being an asshole. But if you're being helpful, and the only time out of a 3-hour trip that you even say something is stay in the center lane to get across this bridge, or where we're going, and then the person doesn't listen to you, and you have to waste an entire extra half hour driving around town to get to where you gotta go. So who's the asshole? Not me. We're almost to our 100. We were at like 73, so it shouldn't take us too much longer for me to get the full 100 and get my Borg 9 taxi out of Hawk. bonus. And if they would not have screwed me on the time clock, I would have had all 100 all consecutive. But no, the game has to fuck with you. And you could tell it was ripping me off because at start for getting to or from someplace like import-export, it was like giving a minute to a minute and a half. And then suddenly it's only giving 30 seconds max. 30 to 45. And that's like, yeah, a complete fucking ripoff. So it's the game itself that does it to you. But I managed to do that successfully once and only once, where I managed to do a full 100 all at one time, but at the time there was no technology for recording videos like this. So there was no way of me being able to record proof that I did it. The only thing is that I know I did, and I have no reason to lie. The only problem is the way the game screws you over. Even when you're following the rules. The game just kind of says, nope, not today. Kind of like the potato from the ASDF videos. Die, potato, not today. Pulls out a 45. 4,000. There we go. Here.
How much pay?
Woody's topless bar and unknown grill, where Woody is topless 24/7, 365. So come on down, Liberty City. Where Woody's waiting. His nips are getting nipply. And that's another thing that gets you too, that'll screw you over. It's like, hey, I'm in the marker, and the game's like, oh, fuck, you're not. Saying I'm on a phone, I'm not even on a phone. I'm driving a vehicle. But that is another thing. Should not be on your phone while you're driving, unless you have Bluetooth, wireless, handless. That way you can do it safely. You can talk like I am right now. Talking to you folks. Or I'm just talking and driving, just like talking to someone that's in the vehicle. That is perfectly fine.
You ever been down south?
Actually, yes, I have been down south. North Carolina. And I've been as far north as Toronto, Canada. Very nice place. Actually, they didn't give me a license. I just grabbed the game, and suddenly I'm driving. Appreciate Joe's Cafe. Speed bonus. That's definitely a plus, since I lost my full 100 in a row bonus. Me out 6 Kitten Club. I recommend a quick tap to the brakes just prior to hitting those boxes. Simply because taking your finger off the throttle or your foot, depending on your system, your style. One of the blue ones, I think, is what that said. Because otherwise it'll kind of bounce, those boxes will kind of bounce you. Yep, 6 Kitten Club, you're in the way, sorry dude. I didn't have a choice. I was on the sidewalk, you're on the sidewalk, one of the two of us was going to get run over. And since you don't have a vehicle and I do, yeah. 17, we should be getting close here. Kill 2 people to pick up 1. Marco's Bistro. Pardon me, officer. I have a date with a ham on rye, even though I don't like rye bread. Oh, come on. When is this going to... be finished? I had 73, it should be what, so like 70 is 30, so I need 26 or 27, 28, somewhere in that ballpark, and I just screwed myself by not turning sooner.
Come on.
Old Francie, the athlete. Import, export.
Damn foreigner!
Damn non-foreigner.
Dipshit piece of trash. YMCA.
YMCA. I need to stay at.
There's a place you can go.
There's the place you can go. Ammo Nation. That's in a crappy spot. I'll show you how it's a crappy spot. Look at how crappy this spot is for this passenger. That's something they've never edited out of the game because it's totally stupid. I don't like being stupid. And they only... what the fuck? Talk about a lazy bastard. And talk about game being lazy. Like you are not in the reticle for the correction process. Even though you're clearly inside the zone of the whatever. I drove like that deliberately just because. Easy credit. Only 5 in a row. We're getting close, I'm sure of it. I think only 2 more. Well, train is its. That could have ended very badly. One more, I think. One or 2 more. 1 or 2. And we'll have this finished. And hopefully this will be within an hour. That's what I'm also hoping to do, is have this be short enough that everyone might watch long enough that it gives enough info on the main aspects of GTA side missions. And there's a lot more I probably could have said. And there we go. Let's go get our prize. We can turn that off now. Taxi mission is now complete. Because it's technically, it's never ending because it's capable of being done whenever. But here is our reward. This very lovely, sleek masterpiece of roadway fun. The Port 9 taxi. Now we just sit here for a quick minute while we wait for the the alarm to turn off so we don't get a call. And then we go save it in our garage after we kill that person by accident. But this vehicle is definitely worthwhile having, simply because of speed, durability, overall capacity, controllability. It's definitely got it all. So let's put this in our garage. Not perfect, but better than nothing. And there we go. Sorcerer Von Curry saying thank you for watching the Sorcerer's Den. Sorcerer Von Curry signing out.